You said
Yeah.
talking about two different people
Yeah.
in Genady Golovkin.
Yeah, he's two different people. He pretends to be a nice guy, but he's no. He's an asshole. That's what he is. He pretends to be a nice guy, and oh yes, I'm just looking for the fam, I'm happy, and then but in other place he talk a lot of shit. It is what it is. Just be a man and say what you say.
Yo, what's good, family? Shout out to the boss man, my doggy, Clay's Boxing, for staying loyal and keeping your man the YB coin boosted at all times, no doubt. So we just heard there from your mans, Canelo Alvarez. And listen, I can't lie, I ain't gonna steal no one's bars, but listen. Someone said that it's nice to see that Canelo has found his English-speaking voice back, and I concur. Yeah, because Bivol, listen, I was, at one point, your man, the YB, was kind of nervous. I weren't sure whether he was going to make it, yeah? It was touch and go whether Canelo was ever going to recover. His bonds, Bivol rattled his bonds so prestigiously. Your man, Canelo, forgot how to listen. Bivol knocked the English out of Canelo's bonds. That's what happened. Simple as that, no doubt. Yeah. So let's just pray. And it seems to be Genady, old Golovkin's old juices have got Canelo all the way supercharged. Canelo's found his confidence again. He's found his lost English speaking. You know what I mean? That one's there. That's what happens, you see. When you go from fighting someone who is your top. Yeah. In their day, whatever way you look at it, folks. Bivol made a prison wife out of Canelo, super submissive. Yeah, dude Donny didn't even want to speak English no more. Yeah, Bivol pushed him back to when he was young and vulnerable and didn't know how to speak English. Do you understand? But guess what? As much of a prison wife that Bivol made him, people who are bullies like Canelo, when they sniff weakness and oldness like Genady Old Golovkin, it gets them sprung. I guarantee you, if you spoke to Canelo's wife, she'd tell you, wow, I'm so glad that Canelo is fighting old Golovkin, because it's never been this hard for anything before, especially after Bivol finished with him. But yeah, 100%. I've been here, I spoke to Canelo's wife. She told me, listen, YB, ever since Bivol served him up something mean, he been giving me the limp one. You couldn't get up for it. Call me a liar. When you saw Canelo on the ropes, waving his hands, looking all vulnerable, he limped. That's what you call limp. He would give, listen, 100%. Canelo gave his 60,000 Mexican fans the limp one. That's what he did. Big limp D performance having ass dude. Yeah, that's what he did. Oops. And now all of a sudden he all rock hard again. Yeah, old Golovkin, you're a bum and this, you're old Golovkin. What do you say? Let's get the quotes here anyway. Yeah, Canelo said, yeah, he's two different people. He pretends to be a nice guy, but he's not. He's an arsehole. I'm afraid to say, this for me sounds a bit like the pot calling the kettle black. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even really like Golovkin like that. Why? Well, I think he did Abel Sanchez wrong. Abel Sanchez was the guy who, I mean, obviously, GGG is solid anyway, but still, I believe that when people do you rightly, you give back the same kind of thing. Yeah, now if Abel Sanchez was a trash trainer, that's one thing, but Abel Sanchez reared Golovkin into his best self, and they had the best years together, facts. And yet, when Golovkin was about to get the big DAZN bag, then Golovkin over money dropped Sanchez. That's dead. That's a Mike Tyson kind of thing to do. Snaky ass Donny. Greedy snaky Donny. So, I don't like Golovkin anyway, but, I mean, Canelo, yeah, he's not a nice guy. You're not a nice guy. You're rocked up. You've been selling this culture of Mexican warrior for years. You've been popping cherries. Caleb Plants, Billy Ho Saunders, Billy Ho sausages. You've been selling all these Mexican warrior hotcakes. And when it came to really digging down and giving something back to the culture, you rolled over and give your fans the limp one. I mean, who want the limp one? Yeah, ain't no one trying to get no limp one from you. Yeah, you were selling, yeah, I'm really hard, my name's Canelo, and I want, what did he say? What's that thing he always says? Canelo always says something. Either way, Canelo was swanning about, telling Ryan Garcia, yeah, you gotta be dedicated. And where was your dedication? Because we can all be dedicated when we're topping everyone. Being a top is easy, innit? Who can't do that? Who can't look good on top? Yeah, it's a whole different ball game when you got some next Donny giving you it from the back, like what Bivol was doing. Bivol gave you the good one from the back, and you were submissive. You was a sub. Yeah, he 100%. He domed you. He was your dom. I'm hearing now. I'm hearing. Listen, you know me. You might know me. I'm the YB, but I don't like to expose no one's behind closed doors activities. I'm just telling you, I've heard from sources close to the situation that Bomelo has been trying to bring Bivol in on some free rating. Yeah, Bomelo's been telling his wife, listen, wifey, yeah, Bivol's my dominatrix. I want my dom to be there, yeah? Let my dom Bivol give you one as well. I want to sit and watch. Like I would. Let's call a spade at people, yeah? Did or did not Bomelo sit and watch while Bivol got off on him? Call me a lie. Yeah? What's the difference? What's the difference between Bivol? What's the difference between Bomelo watching Bivol get off on him and then get off on his wife? There ain't no difference. Yeah, we all watched it. We all watched Canelo in there on the ropes for half the fight, for 3/4 of the fight, sitting there, down bad, feeling sorry for himself, as Bivol would just keep getting off on him. Oops, yeah? And now Canelo realised he kind of liked that one. Yeah, you know, listen, Bivol, come round, yeah? Come give my wife some of the one you give me, that dominatrix one. 100%. Anyway, listen, get serious now, yeah? Like I said, end of the day, this whole talk about, oh, he pretends to be nice guy. You pretend to be nice guy. You pretend to be wholesome. People wonder why I go hard on certain cats, yeah, but people like Canelo, people like AJ, I gave so much energy. I gassed them up so high. Oh, Canelo's probably one of the best ever. Yeah? And when you do that, when you put your reputation on the line, when you invest them kind of words into people, the greatest of all time and one of the best of all time, that is worth something. That doesn't work one way. That's what, if it goes one way, yeah, if all you do is heap praise on someone and suck them off 24/7, that's what a fan go is. That's what a man fan is. We don't do that over here. What we do is we give praise when we think it's warranted. But the second people step out of line or act funny style, we on their neck. Yeah, that's the key difference between a man fan and someone who's trying to give people a fair shake. Canelo could have gone in there, lost to Bivol, but did the kind of things he'd been talking about doing, and he would have got full respect from me. We've seen many so-called lesser fighters do the same kind of stuff, go in there and go out on their shield. Canelo didn't want to know, and the fact his behaviour after that, i.e. running off to fight old Golovkin, running off to try and find his lob on, trying to get his lob on back, embarrassing. Yeah, you've gone from one of the best pound for pound to one of the oldest pound for pound in old Golovkin. Come on now. And now all of a sudden, Canelo's all sprung. Yeah, I'm really hard again. I was like, if anyone's fake, if anyone's an arsehole, it's you. Because many of your fans lost a whole bunch of coin because you weren't prepared to back the beef. When Bivol brought the beef, you weren't there to back it. You was looking to roll over. Yeah, you was number one submissive.